Good day everyone, my name is Rochelle Villaroa from 3HMB. Now I'm going to report my topic, selling beer. With all the styles and ingredients and brewing methods, it is probably a relief to know that you don't have to brew yourself to be able to offer an interesting assortment and to the customer. A certain percentage of beer drinkers are similar to the customers of the wines and spirit who wants to be offered a wide selection of the products. The beer bars specialize in ever-changing and ever-expanding list of beers. Customers who like to experiment can sample beers by the taste or by the glass to find the new favorites. A good beer bar is a destination. You go there especially to taste, to experiment, and to enjoy the wide variety, the knowledgeable servers and bartenders, and the company of other beer lover. And creating a beer list. Beer enhance the enjoyment of food, and even if a beer bar is not what you have in mind of your own establishment, any bar or restaurant can create a beer list that exploits the opportunities to pair beers with food just as much wine with food. The family trees of the lagers and ales presented earlier in this chapter can be somewhat intimidating, so we will distill the beer basic in terms of food. And lagers are smooth, open, light, or golden colored beers that do not possess the fruity complexities of ales. So, kung makikita nyo, beer types, may nakalagay na lagers and ales. So, sa lagers, American lager, flavor, junk, back. Sa ales, barley wine, pale ale, porter, ang last, hindi ko mabasa ang last. So, makikita nyo pinagkakaiba sa lagers is medyo light and sa ales is medyo dark siya. So sa lagers, all are made with the bottom fermenting yeast that need that liquid they're fermenting to be cold and still for a longest time. While sa ales naman are bigger beer than lagers. They have more body, deeper colors, and more pronounced aromas and flavors are offer greater complexity because of their ingredients. So sa ales naman are made with the top fermenting yeast that work at warmest temperature. So yun ang pinagkakaiba ng lagers and ales. Next is on-premise beer promotion. First, bars have an advantage over many of premise location when it comes to beer sales in that the bar sells one serving at a time. The customer doesn't have to make the commitment to all full six-pack of case might be willing to sample new product. At the bar, At a bar, the guest is more likely to try something at the suggestion of the server or bartender. So, mostly, no, kapag pupunta tayo sa bar, mostly of the bartender or server can offer you what is new, what is the best seller of their of the bar. So the customer will often migrate to a higher image and usually higher price, but if they want to impress the people they are with. Other guests Other guests want to treat themselves to something more upscale than they would select a supermarket or convenience store. And all of this gives a bar a chance to increase profit, brand awareness, and loyalty, but only if the product is visible at the point of the purchase. Common ways that bars advertise their wares or premise are so the follow. Next is top handles. Beer distributors will provide top handles or you can hire such a companies as top handles. I, for example, they can design they can design the they can be made of aluminum, ceramic, plastic, resin, or wood, but the result should be attractive, colorful, and attention-getting. A proportion of interesting, creative top handles is the hallmark of true beer bar. And that's the top handles. Next. Next is list and menus. Computers make it incredible easy to create the regular update of your beer list. So, ano bang meron sa list and menus? So, siya nakikita nyo, nakikita nyo sa picture, nandyan naka-indicate na yung mga prices and beers, kung ano man yung product na ino-offer nila sa customer. Then, next is table tents. Beer and food, pairing special event, or night special can be advertised on tabletop cards. So, yun ang table tents. Next is beer coasters. The biggest decision about beer coaster is whether to advertise your bar or individual beer on them. So, ang beer coasters sa nakikita nyo, yan, ang beer coasters ay ang beer coasters ay siya yung nilalagyan or pinapatungan ng baso upang hindi mabasa ang table. Halimbawa po ay yung baso is basa siya dahil sa lamig or nagyayelo, 'di ba? Siya yung ang beer coaster ay yun yung pinapatungan ng baso para hindi mabasa yung table. Next is neon signs and logos. Another tradition beer advertising medium. The major microbreweries have torn out some impressive neon signage for distributors to share with the bar owners. So sa nakikita niyo sa picture, para siyang signage nga na para nakakakuha ng atensyon sa mga customer. Yan. Pag may bar, sa labas siya, mostly sa labas siya nakalagay or sa loob. Next is strategies for selling beer. Hundreds of sales technique books have been published. Your area's work sale, beer distributors, and the local craft brewers can help with the training, and most major brewers offer pamphlets, videos, posters, and more when it comes to selling beer or food. Here are 6 strategies that operators rely on. First, use descriptive language. Describe how a beer is made and how it is tasted Involve customers by telling a story about where it comes from or how it originated. So yun ang first. Second, ask open-ended question. Get customer to tell you what kind of beer they like, then guide them to one or two on your list that it fit their taste. Next, suggest sharing. If two guests order the same beers, suggest a pitcher for the table. Next, suggest the larger size. Many operation offer two sizes, such as a glass and pint. When guests don't indicate which they want, servers should confirm their order by asking, "A pint, ma'am?" Hmm. Next, sell your favorites. The more enthusiastic you are about an item, the more likely a customer will order it. When customer asks for recommendation, suggest what you like the best. And last, suggest natural complements. When a customer makes a beer selection, suggest an appetizer or an entry that goes particularly well with the brand or style of beer. Mexican beers for the Cinco de Mayo holiday, German uh, brews for Fest, perhaps the visiting brewer pouring and discussing his or her own product. You can have periodic tasting of new product to ask customer to give their feedback. Do we put this product on the beer list or not? For example, the Four Point Sheraton Hotel at the Los Angeles International Airport has a beer sommelier. New York City Blind Tiger Alley House. Take a reservation for parties of 20 or more at the fixed price per person for a 3 hours open bar. Hello, mandadan ako. And next, private label beers. Although the beer market is crowded, there's no reason why you can't have your own beer with your own label to serve at your bar or restaurant, and you don't even have to brew it yourself. The first step is creating a private label is to decide which type of beer is acceptable to your customers. There's no time for experimentation. You want something reliable that is going to sell well and complement your food menu. You should able to estimate fairly accurate how much beer you will need. Then, find a local original brewer. Customers seems to think there's something more genuine about a local company doing the beer making and approach the brewery about marketing private label product. And next, mixing beers. For many customers, they thought of a big, dark something bitter brew is just not appetizing, especially when they are not a customer or to drinking or appreciating them. And here's the beer cocktails. Uh, Bud Light's Berry Blast. Then the ingredients is here like ice, 12 ounce, Bud Light, divided use. Then nakikita nyo naman sa screen or sa presentation, nandyan na yung ingredients. Then yung shaker wine and pati na rin ang procedure nandyan na din. And also the Brooklyn Zoo. Same thing, nandyan na rin yung ingredients, pati yung procedure niya. Yan yung mga beer cocktails.